Okay, let's see who's coming in here on a Thursday. Welcome to our AI note takers, as always. Let's see. Rick, welcome back, my friend. Mike, are you returning? If you are, just please put a two in the chat or a one if you're new to Dub. But Mike, your name looks familiar, Mike. I don't know. Are you returning? You can unmute yourself if you want to. Hey, Mike.
Returning last week. Last week you were going to send me a video on how to minimize spam, and I never received it.
Oh, sorry about that. Darius's video. Let me get that right now. Let me grab it. Yeah, the DNK video, I think. Let me grab that from the team. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing okay. Thanks.
How, how's the recording going?
No, I really have been screwing around with it. I've been hitting. I just tried to start using it last week. To be honest, I've had it a year and I've never used it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's like, yeah, the gym membership you keep paying for, but hey, we would definitely want you to use it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
well, that would be nice to do it, but I've been doing some testing,
Yep.
and it's been hitting a lot of spams. And if
All
they're
right.
not going to
Yeah.
get to them, it doesn't make sense to send them.
Yeah, no, I just dropped it in the chat for you, Mike. It's it's a video Darius did. I think it was about a month, 2 months ago, and it's very detailed in terms. It's about 30 minutes, but it's like, hey, go here, do this, do that, and that should eliminate that if you're having those issues.
Okay, did you post the video somewhere? Am I supposed to know where it is?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's in the chat. If not, I can shoot you an email if you don't.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, I see the chat now.
Yep,
I'm
just make sure you can
texting.
grab it so you have it. Yeah.
Okay, I see it right there. It's the YouTube.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that was from a coaching session,
It
Darius.
won't let me copy it, so I'll just click on it.
Yeah, let me know if it opens. Um,
Yeah, it's opening up. There's Darius there.
okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. Guys, if you force any. All
Yep.
right, I put it in my favorites, so I don't know where it's at.
Okay, cool. And then if you have the other thing, Mike, too, if your deliverability is good, like you're not getting spam, like say all that clears up, right? Like if it is an issue and you do everything in that video, um,
Okay.
what's your industry again, Mike? Like who you reaching out to?
Well, that's some of my problem. I'm in the we have a genetic test for
Oh, that's right.
medications that we work with nursing homes, doctors. I mean,
Yep.
doctors do the
Yep.
test, but
Yep.
then they report it to the nursing home. It's called a PGX, pharmacogenetic test.
Yep.
And anything I put in the body of the email, if I say anything it's paid for by Medicare, if I say anything about pharmaceuticals, that's going to send up the flags to the spam people.
Yep.
And so I figured out how to craft an email without saying all that stuff. But
Mhm.
then when I put in the dub video,
Mhm.
there's trackers in there, of course. I mean, that's how we're tracking.
Yeah.
And then that sends up flag to the trackers. But what I found was I had a separate tracking device called Mail Suite that I had, just for personal emails that I send to people that tell me how many times they read it and this and that.
Mhm.
And I uninstalled that, and that made a big difference. So
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Dub causing it, but I got a feeling it was Mail Suite was more of the culprit.
Okay. Okay. Because I
So
know that, the reason Darius made that video is because almost like because we don't hear a lot of that over the years. It hasn't been like a huge issue, But those are like the crossing the T's and dotting the I's, in there as far as that, if there is anything. But the reason I'm asking you about the hook and the subject line and just in general, when you're reaching out, is it to the docs themselves? Is it the pharmacy? Like who are the people you're reaching out to?
nursing home administrators.
Okay, so for them, when you start doing this, when you watch that video and you start doing it again, do you use ChatGPT or Auto within Dub to kind of like give me some hooks for your subject lines?
Um, I use Chat GPT
Okay.
and I've used Dub.
Yep.
I've ChatGPT will tell you, what are the, I also have another place where I can go to check words that
Yep.
will flag. But you're Rob at Dub.com, right?
Yes. Yep.
Why don't I just send you a email like I'm sending it to a client?
Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
And
That
then
sounds
you
good.
can see my subject line and what I'm putting in it.
That's cool.
And I also went to I don't want to take up any more time, but I went to third party spam testers,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you exactly, what they see and this and that and the other. And I finally got it narrowed down to where I'm getting nines and tens scores, which 10 would be perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring out ways around it, but I'll send you an email of what I have.
Okay.
And maybe if you see anything that jumps out, send it back to me. If not, then I'll just assume you didn't see anything.
Okay. And the email you're going to
Okay.
send is just text based, right, Mike? Like the one you've been sending without a video or with a video?
No, I'm going to send it with the video so you can see exactly what I'm sending.
Okay, cool. Perfect. That's awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
Mike. Yep, that's great.
Unmute or mute me, please.
What's that?
Put me back on mute. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, gotcha. You're muted, Mike. Yep, appreciate it. Let's see. Rick, what's going on, Rick? I saw you come in. If you want to unmute and you want to say hi, what's going on, Rick?
Hey, how are you, Rob?
Good. What's new?
Good, nothing. Just working hard, getting a lot of stuff going, mastering this wonderful app and using it obviously with the app and then on the desktop. And I'm sending out a lot, not getting any responses yet, but I've got a quick question for you. I've been
Yeah.
sending out, I'm using LinkedIn,
Yep.
and I noticed when I do the cut and paste into the messaging, if I put it in the regular messaging that's in LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. Video pops up, no problem. But when I do it through Sales Navigator,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't seem to populate that way.
You mean like with the GIF, the preview?
Yeah, almost like it's a second connection. I know they're first connections, but they won't work in the Sales Navigator messaging, but they work in the regular messaging.
And they're first connectors. You're dropping it in there with a copy and paste inside there. You're sending it, and then you're saying that when you put it in and send, have you tested it with somewhere you can see it on the other side? Do you like the GIF? You're saying, how do you know the GIF isn't showing on the other side? I guess is what I'm asking.
So when I cut and paste it into the regular messenger,
Yeah, yeah,
not the sales one,
yeah.
it'll paste in, and then about a second and a half later it'll populate. And you can start to see it.
Okay.
But it's not doing it with the Sales Navigator. I'm pretty sure when it did that, I did test it to see if it did populate when somebody got it, even though it doesn't show up.
If you
Um,
want to, Rick, if you are we connected on LinkedIn? I don't know if we are.
I hope so. If we're
Yeah.
not, that's my fault.
If you send me a connection request if we're not, and then just send me something on Sales Navigator, and then like what you would normally send, I'll tell you what it looks like when I get it.
Okay. Let me
Yeah,
just
that
see
way
if
at
I
least
can.
I can see it, from my side, like when you send it to me.
Oh,
Because I think it should be the same. I don't know why that would be different.
are you under Rob Box there?
Yeah. Yep.
I
Yep.
don't know why it's not coming up, but maybe we must
Yeah,
not
I
be
can put it in the
connected.
chat. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah,
Yep, there we go. Okay, I'll drop it in the chat. I put the link in the chat. There you go.
cool. All
Yep.
right, perfect.
Yeah, and then just send me, and then we can go from there because you definitely want to be
Okay.
able to see that stuff.
All right, I just sent you a pending a connecting request, and then I'll send you through Navigator.
All right,
See what
let
it
me
looks like.
see. Let me just connect really quick. Let's see. Okay. Rick, I don't see yours yet. Let me just refresh. You just sent me the request, Rick?
Yeah, I just sent you a request in the regular, not through Navigator, just through regular.
Yeah, just connecting
Just
like.
connect.
Okay. All right, I don't see
But
it yet. I don't know. Maybe it takes a little bit.
okay, yeah, mine says pending, so I'll just wait.
Okay.
And as soon as that comes through, it'll notify me, and then I'll immediately send you one through there.
Hey, see how we are? We're all so impatient now in the world. Wait, it's not instantaneous? What's happening?
Yeah, you're all the way to West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. You think
Take a while.
instantaneous, right?
That'd be fun. Yeah, that's hilarious. Rick, while I got you, what kind of videos have you recorded so far? Are they screen? Are they webcam? What have you done?
So I've done the screen off of no, only webcam stuff. So I'm doing it off of my computer
Yep.
with a full screen, and then sometimes I'll do the portrait on the phone, real quick ones. I've done, the intro ones, call to action, follow ups,
Mhm.
testimonial stuff, just everything I can think of right now
Are
to
you
start.
doing, Rick, when you record from the webcam, are you what's the animated preview like? Are you waving? Are you holding up the phone with a message? Like what does it look like in terms of when, you can if you want to send me the video.
Yeah,
And check it out. So
so
there.
I've got a bunch, but yeah, 90% of what I send is the one with the name on it, and I'm waving at it and pointing at it. And that's the animated one.
Okay, so name. So name on the
Yeah.
whiteboard pointing at the
Yep.
name, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And these are all LinkedIn?
They're all LinkedIn. Everything's LinkedIn. Some of them I'm finding that people are just not going into their messaging, which I'm starting to find out now that they're just not active in messaging. So I'm now going back and trying to send it to their email.
Yeah, you might have to omni-channel it with them. What about are all these people, is it the same hook for everybody? Like the messaging, or is it different?
They're slightly different. Some of them are a little bit harder call to actions with some, fear of missing out stuff. Others is, hey, I'm looking for some information. Can you help me out? I'm doing some research, that kind of stuff.
Because
There is a mix.
the reason I'm saying is because instead of the name, maybe try the on the whiteboard, try a hook related to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
That's
look on
great.
ChatGPT or use Auto within the Dubb dashboard. Like when you open up Dubb, it says Auto at the top. You can use ChatGPT or Auto, either one. And you can put in there, give this scenario of why you're reaching out to these folks on LinkedIn and have chat say, I need a hook that's about 5 words because you want to be able to type it on the whiteboard like this. And then maybe try that instead of the name.
All right, word hook. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, because if I was on LinkedIn and I got, it looks cool. You're in the bubble, you're on my profile, right? But and the name is, it's worked over the years, but I mean, I think like if you go a little bit deeper with why I'm going to click on this thing or what is it going to provide me with as much as you can, then that may made me want to click more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I
Okay.
would think about that. Just and just say the only reason I say 5 to 6 words or less is just because I think on the mobile app I think it's 30 something characters that you can type. So you
Okay.
just want nice clarity. So you can do that on LinkedIn, and then if you have to email them and you're doing the omni-channel approach, um, you could play with a subject line like if you do the LinkedIn video first and they don't respond, and then you do an email, you could make a kind of hook like about their LinkedIn profile or something.
Okay.
Sent this to you on LinkedIn in the subject or something. Found this on LinkedIn. I don't know. You'd have to play with that part of it. It could be a similar hook than that you did on LinkedIn that you're doing with email, so there is matching. But at the same time, like I feel like whenever you send someone a video, if you're communicating with them in a different way, it's always nice being able to say, "I sent you something," or "There's something there that So there's like a reason I'm sending this to you because I took an action for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, just something to play with. But if you want to, just send it over to me, and I can always tell you what it looks like. On LinkedIn, we'll do that through Navigator. I accepted the request, so just when you have
Great.
time later, just send it through, and I'll look at it.
Yeah, I'll send you just one from someone I had, quick video I had sent from one of the to
Okay.
somebody. Want to have your name on it, but you'll see it.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
More important, let's see if it comes up.
Well, technically, you can because you've used the desktop app, right, Rick?
Yes.
And you're probably using the Chrome extension when you're doing the LinkedIn.
You know what? I don't use a Chrome extension because what I found with that sometimes is when I'm recording through the Chrome extension, my
Yep.
video tends to lag. So it's
Oh yeah,
odd.
yeah. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, you can
So I
use.
just
If Chrome didn't exist, you can totally use the desktop app. It's just a little more, a little more nuanced. You crop it and stuff, and
Yeah,
you
the Chrome app, like in the web browser
Mhm.
of your site,
Yeah,
I don't use the extension. I use the actual web browser itself, and in that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. Well, if you use the desktop app has a cool function. Like if you wanted to, just as an option, if you're reaching out on LinkedIn and like say you have I know you said the messaging is slightly different for two groups of people. If you
Yep,
recorded for the first group A, where you recorded a video, right? Where just let's just say you're sitting at your webcam, you have the mobile app held up with the whiteboard, right? With the hook, okay? Just say
yep,
you're recording it here. You record that video, and then with the desktop app, you can use the narrator function and take that pre-recorded video that you've made. You recorded it once, and now all you have to do is just pull up people's different profiles and just put it on
huh,
top of it. So you don't have to record a new one if you don't want to say their name in the video, physically say their name. Because if you have a hook that everyone can relate to, then you can just, it sounds like you're talking right to me. Because you're
right,
asking me the question, you're not saying my name, but and say, look, I'd love to connect, blah, blah, blah. That way you can be really efficient, record one that's really good. And then all you have to do is just pull up the profiles and put it on top.
yeah,
If you want to try that, just as far as like that way you're Unless you have a really small subset where you really want to make it personal for these like really kind of, what was it, in Glengarry, Glen Ross, the Glengarry leads? These are
Yeah.
Glengarry leads, right? You want to make them special for that. So yeah.
Yeah. I think that initially it was they see their name, it's really cool.
Yep.
You know, like I say, hey, I made this video
Yep.
just for you, and
Yep.
go from there.
Yeah, just everything's like a test with everything. Just split it with the
Yeah.
ones you're doing there and then try the hook and just see what people are kind of resonating with. I just think people today are very much like, is this video going to teach me something or tell me something I don't know? Or you know what I mean? Stuff like that in general, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Good.
Cool. All
All
right,
right.
Rick. Well, let
Thank
me
you.
know if you need anything. Yeah.
I will too. Thanks so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. And then let's see, Maurice, I saw you came in. Hey, Maurice, if you want to say hi, what's going on, Maurice? If you can unmute, if you want to, if you're busy over there. Hey, Maurice.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Good. How's everything?
Everything is good. I just, I'm gonna have a few questions. I'm gonna let you go through your presentation first.
Yeah, sure. If you got anything, is it tech related or more strategy related?
Um, Probably strategy related.
We'll go. Yeah, strategy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I had recorded a video, and so I did the one. I just did a 3 second hook. That's it. But now I want another video to play after that. Then
Mhm.
what would I do? Because I tried the playlist, but that didn't work. I
Okay,
wanted to
so
play the,
yeah,
the regular thing.
if you want to, yeah. So let me show you that right here. So if you're in Dub, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so if we in videos, we go to videos, and let's just say, let's call this one. This was an ad we did yesterday where I'm playing a guy that doesn't know how to record a video. It's pretty funny. Okay, so let's just call this ad Rob. We'll call it that. And let's say this is the playlist video you want to play, right? So give it a title. Let's pretend this is the playlist, okay? So, and you recorded a video. So let me just record a video real quick. Let's just record something simple. Here we go. Mhm. All right, this is me recording my video. I don't know why my webcam zoomed in. I got to figure this out. But anyway, it's a little tight. Anyway, here's the video that you would have recorded, Maurice, right? Just in general, you record a video. And now you want to add the video that we just looked at in the video area to be a playlist video, okay? So let's say here's the video I recorded, and I want to add the playlist just to this video. Is that right, Maurice? You want to add a playlist just to this, or in general, we'll
Yes.
always play
Just
that
to
one?
that one.
Just that.
No,
Okay.
just to that one.
So you're going to scroll down here to Details tab, right here, Details. Okay. Go here, see where it says Playlist, right here. Go down here, hit the blue plus button, click in here, and usually the most recent ones show up. See, there it is right there, right? You can search for it by name too, okay? But if I select this here, boom, right there, and then just delete the other ones, if you have other ones that are there. See how it auto saves? It says saved as soon as I did that, right? So now go to the top, go all the way to the right to this preview button right here, and then it opens up in a new tab, and there's the playlist. See it?
Yes, but is that video gonna play directly after that, or am
Yes.
I gonna have to?
Yeah, watch.
Okay.
So, all right, this is me recording my video. I don't know why my webcam zoomed in. I got to figure this out, but anyway, it's a little tight. Anyway, here's the video. Hey, this is Rob. I wanted to send this quick video to you because yeah, so it goes right after. Yep. That makes sense?
Okay. Okay. Yes, and I can do that on mobile app also, correct?
Yeah, once it's saved in here, then wherever you're gonna play it, it'll be the same thing.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Playlist videos are cool because they're always there. It's like your friend that's always willing to help. So it's pretty neat. Uh, Maurice, anything else? Well, I got you. Anything else on your mind?
No, that was it.
Okay, cool, perfect. And then Frederick, hey, what's going on, Frederick? How you been? Frederick, can you hear me okay? Looks like you're off mute. I can't hear you, unfortunately. But if you have any particular questions, Frederick, can you hear me okay? Yeah, I can't hear you, unfortunately. You can put a message in the chat if you want, Frederick, if you got something specific. Um, let's see, Dell. Hey, I just saw Dell pop in. Hey, Dell, how are you? If you can hear me okay, you can unmute if you'd like to say hi. If not, you can. Hey, Dell, can you hear me? Dell, you there? Can you hear me? Yeah, it looks like you're off mute as well, and I can't hear you. Maurice, you can hear me, right? You guys can still hear my audio? Maurice, if you want to unmute real quick, just let me know because I know your mic was working.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I can
cool.
hear you.
Okay, want to be sure. Thank you. So Dell, can you hear me okay? All right, so Frederick and Dell, for some reason you're off mute, but we can't hear you guys. If you want to put into the chat, feel free to type in the chat if you have anything specific. That would be fantastic. It's kind of like a freewheeling kind of session today, a little bit. Um, but while you're doing that, I'm going to just cover some real basics here real quick today. Just a quick little fly through on stuff. And this is probably, I think, out of all the things that Dubb does, whether it's CRM, whether it's AI, whether it's writing, whatever it is, sending these videos in general is really about what does the person see? What's your hook and what do they see? Those are two of the probably most important things you can really focus on because it takes the hook for someone to see it. So if you're sharing videos by email, obviously they're not going to see the animated video preview here until they get inside the email. So it's important to have the word video here and then the hook we always talk about. What's your hook to bring someone inside of the email? Like we mentioned at the top, ChatGPT or Auto within inside of Dubb and the Dubb dashboard, either AI function. Give me a hook, 5 to 6 words, right to the point, why they should watch the video. When you do decide to put a video in your email, or if you're dropping it in LinkedIn, or you're sharing it by SMS, what is someone going to see? So when you hit record, first 3 seconds, that's the animated preview, the first 3 seconds, unless you change it inside a Dubb to a different part of the video or you upload your own thumbnail. So think about what is this like? Now, the webcam recording ones, like you see right here, me doing this one, this is probably the easiest one to record because you hit record on your webcam, you get the Dubb mobile app on your phone, you type the hook, there it is, and hold it right up to the camera with a little bit of movement because it's an animated GIF. So this is probably the most straightforward. From that same webcam, you can obviously put a virtual background behind you like this. It could be a property and real estate article, company website, profile. Someone took an action, filled out a form. What's the context you're giving that person by dropping it behind you? That's if you don't hold up the phone and you just want to do that. You also can do a combination of both. So you can have a virtual background and you can hold up the phone with the whiteboard. So you can do both of those things if you want to be able to do that. So that gives you that option there as well. So you just want to think, what's the quickest way I can convey the message and the most straightforward hook to get them to want to click? The relationships are different. I mean, it could be a cold relationship, it could be a warm, it could be a referral, it could be one to one, or maybe it's one to many. Maybe this is an update for your contacts on something really, really important. Maybe this is part of a drip sequence where you're reaching out to someone that didn't with you in terms of your product and service. So you really have to think about the situation, the ICP, the ideal client profile of who they are, and the goal of what you want them to do. All of this is packaged into these videos, which should be right to the point. I would say 30 seconds or less, get right into it, and then have them take a call to action at the end by taking something that will, a meaningful step, whether it's booking a time, downloading a doc or a contract, emailing you back, filling out a form. There are a number of options. So that's the stuff you want to figure out before you even hit record. And when you do hit record and you send someone a video, this style has worked really well over the years. Now, you can also do something like this, which are screen recorders. Screen recorders are really good for, yeah, let me refresh my screen. Oh, there it is. Screen recorders are really good for explaining things, walking someone through something so they have an idea. If you think about a market update in general, this one here for real estate, if I was recording from my webcam and I just was speaking about the market, I mean, that's great. You can give great information, but people are so visual now, and they have been for a while, where if you are walking someone through a market update here, reaching out on LinkedIn, sharing a website where you're talking someone through something, the browser-based screen recorder Chrome extension is a nice way to do it. So anything that's website-based, Chrome opens right up, and you're able to put yourself in a bubble like you see right here and walk someone through with annotations, pointing things out. You'll notice in the bubble here, I also have that whiteboard again, where I have a message typed. So I could have just waved in there, but why not take it another level? Again, use that hook. We know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So that's definitely something. So think about that second move in chess there. Instead of the first one, think about your second move, which is on there like that. Now, you also can do things that look like this. So if you're on your mobile, right, you're out and about, you're on your mobile, why not put a virtual background behind you? Have some text below. This is an example of real estate. It's a property address, but it could be all those things we just talked about when you're sitting at your webcam. Drop a virtual behind you. You also can, with the mobile app, do the text as well. So you know how we just looked at this, right? We said, what's your hook, right? What I typed right here. You can do the same thing with the mobile, Just type it above your head. And you can do the same thing. It can be the same hook, but you can do that from your mobile. So there's both ways to do it from the computer and you can do it from the mobile with the same effect, virtual background or type the hook. You also have the ability with the mobile app to do a picture in picture, which is really neat for property walkthroughs, obviously. But if you're not doing property walkthroughs, you can do it for anything that's in front of you that you want to physically show. Like if on LinkedIn, I'll give you an example for this for LinkedIn. If I was on LinkedIn here, right? Let me go back over here and I'll show you. Let's go to Rubens. So normally on LinkedIn, when you're recording from your computer, we always say, hey, do a style like this, which was done with the Chrome extension. Like we just saw the bubble, right? And I have the whiteboard in there. But you could technically, if you didn't use the Chrome extension, you can get the same effect if you use the mobile app. And I'll show you what I mean by this. Right? Look how many videos I've sent. All right, let's see. I'll show you. It's this one, not that one. Hold on. This one right here. So this you'll notice is similar looking to this. See how this was used in a market up property walkthrough? But on LinkedIn, all I did was pull up someone's profile, take my phone, and physically just lean in. Now I also could have typed on the screen as well, "Hey, Ruben, my hook." I could have typed it because you'll notice I didn't do it here, but when you have the mobile app, you do have the ability to type a message like we saw right here, right? The hook. So I could take this style right here with picture in picture and still type on the screen, which is pretty cool. So you can do the same effect from your phone. So whatever you want to show, if you're not in real estate doing property walkthroughs and you want to use picture in picture, pull up someone's website, do it right from your mobile, and then talk your way through it, just like that. So these are really different visual ways to really stand out when you're sending people into their inboxes. Now, if you're SMSing someone, like if you're sending someone a text for the first time, definitely, I would use the process of like permission-based sending, because when you send a dub video, the GIF won't be there if I don't know who you are. So you always want to ask a nice question like, "Hey, listen, I noticed blah blah blah. Would you mind if I send you this information?" Great, thanks. And then they'll see the animated preview. That's for a cold SMS. If they're in your contacts and everything like that, that will immediately show up like it's supposed to. But either way, the whole idea is you send someone a video that is visually interesting, okay? They get it, they see the GIF, they click on it, and then it's about this experience right here, which is very important. It's about the landing page called a preset in Dubb, where they get here, they see your logo, they see the video you created, they see playlist videos that you have right here that are going to play right after, they see call to action buttons that are below, they see an AI assistant over here to the right that can answer any questions that they have. This is the experience you want them to have. So again, this first video that you record, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many, is all about them, the hook, and what action you want them to take, 30 seconds or less, get right to it. And then after here, you record one video one time, 2 minutes or less, about you and what you do. It's your pitch video. So this will always play seamlessly right after this video has been created. And then if you do have video testimonials, this is a really nice place to have them as well. And then below here, you have your buttons. What do you want people to do when they're done watching? Booking a time in someone's calendar is probably the most popular one that we've seen over the years. But if you want them to download a guide, a contract, a listing agreement, if you want them to check out your website, if you want them to check out a case study, if you want them to email you back, if you want them to fill out a form, there's all kinds of options. You just have to think, what is the most important thing I want that person to do? That's what you want to think about. Now, if you want to get video testimonials, all you have to do is send a video out with this button, reply with video below it. It's awesome. You send someone a video. Hey, Ina, thanks for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. Just click reply with video below and let me know, what do you like about the platform? And then they send that back to you and you're good to go. Actually, Dell, I see your hand raised. Hopefully your mic's working. Dell, go ahead. If your mic is working, go for it. Is Dell still here? Hi, Ina. You can hear me okay?
Hey.
So is Dell still here? I think Dell had their hand up, but then I don't see them. I don't see the person there anymore. I guess they're gone.
Yeah.
Hand up and out. Well, hopefully they pop back in. But my point that I was making here was you really want to make sure that when you're getting these video testimonials with reply with video, that you're putting them here in the playlist. Because with anecdotal feedback we've gotten from people over the years, this is the setup that's been working over the years. Nice one-to-one or one-to-many video, short to the point, good hook, good value, followed by a video you record one time about what you do that plays right after it, followed by video testimonials. And then to really make sure that you have everything the way you want it on your page, definitely, it's not you don't have to do this, but we recommend it. Definitely have your AI assistant, Sia, on the page. Because if somebody has questions, they can immediately go over here to the right and start asking. You can have up to 20 FAQs. The top three will show right here. Or you can ask the AI a question. See how fast they just upgraded Sia, where it's pretty quick now, too. So as you can see, it gave the answer to the question, but then it pushed for something at the end, like, are you ready to book a time with Rob? So the AI assistant is designed to give an answer and then push for your desired outcome. That's really what that's all about. Now, to educate Sia, you would give Sia individual website links and you can upload a PDF. And it will physically learn what's in text within the PDF and what's on those individual website pages. And then your AI assistant Sia is educated on what you do, which is really important. So it's all about these preset landing page experiences are all about customizing them for your particular audience. So if you're in real estate and you work with buyers, sellers, FISBOs, and expireds, you want pages for all those, different landing pages for all those different groups. Same thing for insurance, mortgage, coaching and consulting, financial, whatever realm you're in, there's always going to be a way to segment the pages to speak directly to the audience. And all of it's tracked, obviously. Did they open? Did they watch? What's the percentage? And then you can follow up in a really, really smart way, which is kind of the whole point of, in general with follow up. You don't want to follow up just to follow up. You want to have a point with what you're doing, obviously, with new information. Um, so that's really kind of the point of this. Now, in general, with Dubb in the dashboard, this is something that the team has updated, and Ruben and Darius and the team did a great job on this. This is auto. If you have not played with auto in here, definitely consider going in here and just start using it a little bit. So instead of jumping over to ChatGPT, which is awesome, just jump in here to auto and say, Auto, give me 5 hooks that are related to my ICP and how I can reach out, and just start talking to it like you would talk to chat, and then it will give you recommendations and give you some really nice answers. It'll also give you answers on anything Dubb related. So if you're like, how do I use the desktop app? How do I record webcam videos? Where's the best place to get training? It'll have all of those answers as well. We also upgraded over here this little button, this little widget to the left. This is our partner program. If you click apply now, you can earn a 30% recurring commission just sharing your Dubb link. When you click apply now, it will show the link here. And we actually have a partner meeting today at 11:30 a.m. PST. It's a recurring event. We had our first one last week. We have the other one today where we talk to our Dubb partners about the best strategies to get them winning and getting money from. Because, if you're on a paid plan with Dubb, whether you're pro or pro plus, depending on what you're paying, if you get 4 to 6 people, 30% recurring income, you got a free account. And then we have partners that are doing well beyond that. But I think in terms of what the goals are with Dubb, just in general, you've got to identify your use case, identify the people that you're, reaching out to. What is the technology that's going to make me record something that makes the most sense? Is it a webcam? Is it a screen recording video? Is it a mobile app video? And then make sure your preset landing pages are set up so when someone is interested and they do click, now they can learn more and they can click and take an action, and all of it's tracked so you can follow up in a really, really good way. Okay, Rick, I saw your message. I sent the message. Okay, Rick, let me check that out really quick. Let's see if I can get in here. Okay, let's go to Sales Nav. Let me just check this really quick. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, I gotta actually set this up. You know what, Rick? Let me check it a little later and I'll let you know. Rick sent me a message on Navigator, but it looks like I gotta set something up. It might be something that I might need you to help me with or whatever, just in terms of he sent me a Dubb video via Navigator. I want to see if it looks different during that instead of just regular messaging. So, Rick, I'll check that a little later when I can get in there and do that, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So we got a smaller crowd today. So Rick, from you, Maurice, Frederick, anything that we can help beyond kind of what we talked about at the top? Maurice, you and I chatted. Rick, you and I chatted. Frederick, is your mic working, Frederick? I wish his mic was working. But anything specific from you guys today that you wanted to see beyond kind of what we just talked about and showed?
You were talking about the AI, and Otto's the one that goes to get to know you, or is it the Ira one? That Ira's for content creation, right?
Yeah, so pretty much in here, Auto is almost like the hub now a little bit. So to educate, we used to have the AI writer that was Ira in here, right? So instead of doing that, you would just type in here, write me blah, blah, blah. Like write me a script on, okay? You would type that in here. Auto's become pretty much everything. And then to educate Otto on what you do, you would come over here, see where this little profile is right here. Click here. See how it says basic and sales, right? So with your audience, you would set up, I always use real estate as the easiest example, sellers and buyers. So click in here, add a profile, create profile, and then just start answering these questions about your ICPs, the different parts of your audience. So Otto can learn about your audience and what you do in your business. Then you can choose the preferred tone of communication because it might be different depending on the audience. Then you can check this box if you want to. This is called the have method. So when Auto spits a script back to you, it will have the formula of H, which is a hook. We talk about it all the time. A, addressing their needs. V, providing value. And E, extending a compelling call to action. If you don't want to have that, just uncheck it if you don't want it. But it's a nice thing. It's a nice structure. You can kind of play with it from there. And all you have to do is click save. So what you'd be building over here to the right is your audience and facts about them and what you do in your business. Auto learns about that. So anything you want Auto to do after that point, and you choose whatever audience you're reaching out to, it will access that information. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm starting. I just wonder on top where you hit the AI, it goes to the other one. But we're focusing on auto now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. Auto. The thing is, Auto it will eventually probably be the all-in-one dashboard solution to anything. Oh, you have a question? Talk to Auto. Because technically, Auto, you could ask a question about Dubb. How do I do this? How do I upload my contacts? All that kind of stuff. Can you add a contact? Can you add a task? It can do all that, but it also can answer the strategy stuff. So the more you educate it on what you do, the better. But it also can answer questions that are general as well. Now, Sia, the AI sales assistant on the landing page, right? The one we looked at here, Sia, that is educated right over here, which is in a different spot. So Sia is over here to the left under assets, sales assistants right here. So then in here, this is where you can create different AI assistants for different landing pages presets that you have. So if I was in real estate and let's just say I'm in real estate, I got my buyer one, my seller one, my FISBO one, my expired ones. If I was in recruiting, I got my employers, I got my candidate ones. If I was in financial, I got maybe estate planning and retirement. All that different stuff because I would have different landing pages. So I want specific SIAs on those pages to talk about those things. So what you would do is hit the blue plus button, create new SIAs. And when you do, I'll just click edit so you can see what it looks like. You would educate SIA with these resource links, which are just website links. See up for Dubb, we have dubb.com, then support, G2, features. You would add all of these in here that are relevant. And then it would learn physically what's in text on those pages. And then you also would set up your FAQs, which are your top 20 questions that people ask. Choose the three that would show. See how these are checked right here? Those are the three that would show. And then you would upload a PDF, which, just load that PDF with all kinds of stuff that's relevant. Then you can change your little welcome message to something that makes sense for the audience. And then if you want to collect email, phone name, you can do all this. If you already have their information, you can. So it's up to you on that one. And then what do you want them to do? So each SIA is going to push for something. So put in here the link in terms of what you want them to do. With us, it's always book a time. So you just hit save and close. And then all you would do, you've created these SIAs, right? Let's just say you've created a bunch of these things, right? Then you just want to make sure they're on the right landing pages. So you go into here on presets over to the left, which are the preset landing pages. And again, we'll use real estate as an example, buyer, seller, FISBO, expired, right? You click on the edit button, let's say you already have the pages set up, and see where it says sales assistant. You would make sure that if this is my buyer preset landing page, I want to make sure I have my buyer SIA assistant in here, and then just hit save and close at the bottom. That makes sense, Rick?
Yeah, perfectly. Thank you.
Awesome. And then, so yeah, so I think anybody have any other questions on anything they want to see today? Anything? Maurice, last call. Frederick, if you want to type something in, because I know your mic wasn't working that great. Maurice, anything from you?
No, everything that you told me, that's what I want to know about the mobile app, and that's all I need.
Perfect. Awesome. Ina, anything you wanna say before we go?
Yeah, join the partners coaching later, 11:30.
Boom.
The link is in the chat.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. So if you guys, we like we said, we're gonna be doing those every Thursday now. So why not? You have a Dubb link, why not share it when it makes sense and we talk about the strategies. So cool. Awesome. Ina, thanks for the support as always. Guys, thanks for coming in. It's great to always see
Oh,
everyone.
one last question,
Yeah,
Rob.
go ahead, Morris. Yeah.
Um, this is for Ina. Ina, are you available today?
Um, no, not really. I do have some meetings later today, plus the partner. So, yeah, I can yeah, we can chat in the support, or you can send email for so that we can support you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. When I say next time, I mean tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks, Rob.
See ya. Bye.